The golden years, golden wisdom live better with elder insights. Ladies and gentlemen, can you feel the fire crackling in this room? It's not just heat, it's destiny calling your name. Gather close, because I'm about to drop some wisdom that'll light up your soul, shake the ground beneath your feet, and set your heart ablaze. Have you ever felt like life's moving too fast, like you're chasing dreams but running in circles, missing the map? Or maybe you're standing at a crossroads, heart heavy, wondering, how do I live better, fuller, wiser? I've been there, spinning my wheels, searching for answers, feeling like the clock was ticking louder than my heartbeat, drowning out my hopes, that I was lost in the noise of life, y'all. But let me tell you something, I found wisdom that didn't just change my life, it transformed it. Not from fancy books or slick seminars, but from the golden years of those silver-haired warriors who've walked this earth longer than me. The elders have left us a treasure chest of insights, polished by time and trial, and today, I'm handing you 3 golden nuggets to live better, bolder, and wiser. Are you ready to grab hold of your future? Can you feel the shift coming? Let's dive in. Rule 1 in Live with Intention. The first piece of golden wisdom is this: live with intention. That the elders taught me that life ain't a dress rehearsal. You don't get a do-over. Every day is a gift, wrapped in opportunity, and you've got to unwrap it with purpose. I think about my grandmother, a woman with calloused hands from years of toil and a heart full of fire that could warm the coldest soul. She'd sit me down on her rickety porch, rocking in that old creaky chair, the kind that sang with every sway, and she'd say, "Cheld, don't just let life happen to you, make it happen." She didn't have a big house or a fat bank account, but she lived every single day like it was her masterpiece, painting it with love, grit, and purpose. She taught me that intention is about choosing who you want to be, and what mark you want to leave on this world. Living with intention means waking up and declaring, today, I'm going to make a difference. In my life, in someone else's life, in the world. It's about knowing your why you're here, why you fight, why you keep pushing through the storms. I remember being lost in my 20s, drifting through dead-end jobs, fleeting relationships, in dreams that felt like smoke slipping through my fingers. I was just existing, not living. But one day I sat with an elder, a man with eyes that had seen decades of struggle and triumph, and he looked at me and said, "What's your legacy? What mark are you leaving on this earth?" That question hit me like a freight train, y'all. It woke me up. I grabbed a tattered notebook and started writing. I want to inspire thousands. I want to love fiercely. I want to build something that outlives me. That's intention. It's a fire that burns brighter than your fears. But here's the catch, you've got to protect that fire. The world will try to douse it with distractions, those shiny objects, those endless scrolls on your phone, those voices whispering, you can't, you're not enough. Oh, but you look those voices in the eye and say, I'm somebody with a purpose, I'm somebody with a plan. Write your purpose down, make it plain, grab a notebook, a napkin, the back of a grocery receipt if you have to, and scribble it out. What do you want? A career that lights you up, a family that thrives, a life that matters. Write it down, and let it burn in your heart like a torch that no storm can extinguish. Every choice, every step, ask yourself, is this moving me toward my purpose? Because when you live with intention, you don't just exist, you shine. I want to see some hands. Who's ready to live on purpose? Can I get a shout from somebody ready to claim their legacy right now? Rule 20 Embrace your scars. The second piece of golden wisdom is this: embrace your scars. That the elders I've known didn't hide their wrinkles or their wounds. They wore them like medals of honor, each one a story of survival. Your scars, your failures, your heartbreaks, your setbacks, are not your shame, they're your strength. I sat with an old man once, his hands trembling from years of hard labor, his face etched with lines that told tales of loss and love. He looked at me and said, every scar I got taught me something, that every fall showed me how to stand taller. That man had lost everything, his business, his savings, his dreams, but he rebuilt his life, not by denying his pain, but by learning from it. He turned his scars into wisdom, and that wisdom lit the way for others. I used to be ashamed of my mistakes. I'd failed at a business venture, poured my heart and soul into it, only to watch it crumble. I lost money, lost confidence, and felt like I'd let everyone down, including myself. I wanted to hide, to pretend it never happened, to bury that chapter in the backyard. But an elder, a woman with a voice like honey and steel, pulled me aside and said, your failures are your fuel. That they teach you what no success ever could. That changed everything. I started looking at my scars differently, not as proof I wasn't enough, but as proof I was still here, still fighting, still growing. Your scars are your wisdom. That relationship that broke your heart, it taught you what love really means. That job you lost, it pushed you toward your true calling. That dream that didn't work out, it showed you how to dream bigger, bolder, better. Don't run from your pain, embrace it. Write down what it taught you. Share it with someone who's struggling, because your story might be their lifeline. Surround yourself with people who see your scars and say, you're a survivor, you're a warrior. When life knocks you down, and trust me, it will, get up, dust yourself off, and say, I'm stronger because of this. I think of a woman I met, told she'd never walk again after a car accident. That she refused to let that scar define her. She fed her mind with hope, trained her body through pain, and today she's running marathons, crossing finish lines with a smile that says, I'm unstoppable. That's the power of embracing your scars. That they're not your end, they're your map to resilience. Who's ready to wear their scars with pride? Let me see your hands. Let me hear you shout. My scars make me stronger. Rule 30: give more than you take. 4 minutes. Now, the third piece of golden wisdom is where it all comes together. Give more than you take. The elders taught me that a life well lived is a life poured out for others. I think of an old woman in my neighborhood, Miss Clara, who had nothing but a smile that could light up the block and a heart bigger than her tiny clapboard house. She'd bake pies for strangers, sit with kids who felt invisible, and give advice that wrapped around you like a warm hug. She told me, you don't find joy by hoarding, you find it by giving. Those words stuck to my soul like glue. I used to think success was about what I could get, more money, more status, more stuff. But I was empty, y'all. My heart was a hollow drum, beating but not singing. Then I started giving, my time, my energy, my heart. I mentored a young man who reminded me of myself, lost and searching. I volunteered at a shelter, serving meals to folks who'd seen harder days than me. That I shared my story with someone who needed a spark of hope. And you know what? Every time I gave, I got back tenfold. Not in dollars, but in joy, in purpose, in connection. Giving isn't just about charity, it's about leaving a legacy. It's about planting seeds you may never see grow, but knowing they will. Start small. Don't wait for a grand gesture. Smile at a stranger and watch their face light up. Call someone who's hurting and just listen. To share your knowledge with someone coming up behind you. I'll never forget the day I helped a struggling friend with a small loan. I was scared I couldn't afford it. My hands shaking as I handed it over. But that act opened doors I never expected. New friendships, new opportunities, a new sense of purpose. Giving creates a ripple effect. Your one act of kindness could change someone's life, and it'll change yours too. You want to live better. Help someone else live better. You want to feel rich, make someone else's life richer. So, what's one thing you can give today? Don't just think about it, do it. Who's ready to give more than they take? Let me hear you shout, I'm a giver. So, here's my challenge to you, my family in this room live with intention. Embrace your scars, and give more than you take. These 3 pieces of golden wisdom didn't just change my life, they set it ablaze. That they turned a lost soul into a found one, a wanderer into a warrior, a taker into a giver. And they can do the same for you. You're not here by accident. You've got a purpose, a story, a legacy waiting to be written. But it's up to you to pick up the pen and start writing. I see you out there. The single mom who's tired but dreaming. The student who's scared but hungry. The entrepreneur who's been knocked down but isn't out. This is your moment. Tonight, grab a notebook and write down your purpose. What's your why? Tomorrow morning, look at your scars and say, you made me wiser, stronger, better. This week, give something to someone, a smile, a word, a hand to lift them up. That you've got the wisdom of the ages in your hands, passed down from those who've walked before you. Use it to live better, love deeper, and shine brighter than you ever thought possible. The world is waiting for you to show up like never before. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt dim your light. You've got the power to live a life that echoes through generations. So, get up, shake off the weight, and step into your greatness. Who's with me? Who's ready to live these golden years with golden wisdom? Let's make it happen, starting right now. I want to hear you shout, I'm ready. Let's go live better, bolder, wiser. Together. End of speech.